After the deadly riots at the James T. Vaughn Correctional Center, is it any safer? The head of the Correctional Officers Union says no. He's next. This is the Delaware Way. Welcome to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. After the uprising at the James T. Vaughn Correctional Center that killed Lieutenant Stephen Floyd, there was a mass investigation in the state to figure out what went wrong. And one of the problems was not enough correctional officers. They weren't getting paid enough, and there was forced overtime. Has that been fixed? Well, Geoff Klopp is the president of the Correctional Officers of Delaware. And before we start, I've had you on before. And it was right after the riots happened. And I said to you, what was the problem? And you mentioned some of the things I just said that were the problem. And that's exactly what the investigation found out. At the time, I thought, oh, here he is, an advocate for the union. He's just looking for more pay. He's looking for better working conditions for his workers, of course, which is what you're supposed to do. But maybe that wasn't the real problem. Turns out it was the real problem. So I'm doing a mea culpa right now in that you were right. And have they fixed the problem?
Well, thanks for that, Larry. And no, we haven't fixed the problem yet. We continue to work closely with the governor's office and monitor the situation. As of July 1, the starting salary will go to $43,000 with a $3,000 signing bonus. We're going to watch that situation very closely and communicate with the governor's office. And if we're not getting to where we feel like we need to be, I think we'll make some adjustments, in pretty short time frame. But no, we haven't gotten to where we need to be. We're about 75 fewer correctional officers working in the facilities today than there was on this day last year.
Now, you've gone out and you've said we're going to give you $3,000 just as a bonus just to sign up and to do this, and we've raised the salary, and you still don't seem to be getting enough people. You're not attracting the people. What's missing here?
Well, I'm really glad you brought that up. What's missing is the total compensation package, meaning our pension plan, Senate Bill 95 that I have in the legislature right now, will bring us parity with our pension with the other law enforcement agencies in the state. State Police, Newcastle County, all the municipalities. Currently, right now, our pension, you get about 50% less when you retire than these other law enforcement agencies. And also, we need to correct our pay scale structure so that it shows you what you'll be making at 20 or 25 years. We currently don't have that. It's about the entire compensation package, not just the starting salary. The starting salary is the one piece of it. The pension, Senate Bill 95, is the other piece. And then the career ladder where people can go and see, just like at other law enforcement agencies in the state and around the country, roughly what you'll be making at 15, 20, and 25 years in your career.
One of the problems that they found when they studied the problems at James T. Vaughn was that people were working too many hours. That there was forced overtime, and that's why that's one of the reasons people were leaving. They didn't want to work those hours. Has that been addressed?
We're working on that, and that problem is being addressed, but it has not changed. It has not gotten any better. It's staying about the same. I think we're going to make some adjustments here in the next couple months that might bring us a little bit of help. But no, the forced overtime is higher than it's ever been. Overtime usage is higher than it's ever been statewide. Currently at a couple different facilities, close to 50% of our daily operational needs are overtime. We are still in a very dangerous, unsafe environment for correctional officers and the inmates right now.
Explain that. You're still in a dangerous, unsafe environment, which there's some danger, there's some concern in that statement, because I think the underlying message is, watch out, this could happen again unless you change things, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And which should concern everybody in the state. And you're tying it directly to the overtime? Explain that.
Absolutely. It's quite simple. We're in the business of people managing people. And when you have people that are forced to work overtime a couple days a week when they want to go home, you're not going to be the best employee, so you're not going to be able to interact effectively with the inmates. It puts everybody on edge and in a bad mood, and it creates more friction than there has to be. And summertime creates more friction because things are hot. And, you know, when you're working 30 and 40 hours of overtime, not just for a short period of time, a lot of my officers have been doing this for over a year. And the fatigue over time sets in, and there's a lot of other factors that the fatigue causes. Staffing is the key. It's all about having appropriate numbers of correctional officers. That is the center of the hub that makes the facility run.
And yet you've come here and you said, boy, we need to get more recruits, we need to get more correctional officers, but at the same time you made the argument that you don't know what your career advancement is, you don't know what your salary is going to be in this many years, and your pension is less than other law enforcement officers. So why would anybody sign up right now?
That is a great question. You know, we have the most dangerous job in law enforcement, and we have been underappreciated. John Carney's working hard, but we have to make the other steps with the pension and with the career ladder to show the salary matrix to go with that starting salary. It's like a whole pizza. The starting salary is just 2 pieces. The other 6 pieces are the pension and your salary structure, so that, yes, we have to be competitive. For years, correction officers have paid far less to do a far more difficult job. And if we want to fix this, you know, we have to make the difficult financial decisions. They're easy decisions, but they're expensive decisions.
But you complimented the governor. You think he's doing a good job with this? You
know, the governor's done more in the last year than anybody's done in the last 12 years as a governor.
And now you're looking to the legislature?
Yes, we are absolutely looking to the General Assembly for Senate Bill 95. And if we don't pass Senate Bill 95, it'll be a grave mistake because it is an intricate part of the puzzle to fix this process.
Well, you laid out a grim possibility, so thank you, sir.
Thank you, Larry.
I appreciate you being in. Geoff Klopp is the president of the Correctional Officers of Delaware. When we come back, if you're a small business and you're looking for investors, you may want to stick around when the Delaware Way continues.